The boy opened an old diary. The next second, the words inside burst out and floated into the air. Not long ago, he had performed a ritual meant to change his fate. And somehow, it worked. He crossed over to a world almost identical to Earth, except for one thing: a crimson moon hanging in the sky, whispering of a realm filled with the supernatural. Here, humans could gain extraordinary powers through magical potions, but the boy wasn't entirely human anymore. His soul had fused with that of a grown man, and most of his own memories were gone. So he searched through the man's diary, hoping to piece together who he used to be. But just as confusion started to take over, a girl appeared at his door. She was the man's little sister, and she'd come asking him to fix a broken pocket watch. Luckily, she didn't recognize who he really was. That was when it hit him. Everything had happened too fast. The crossing, the lost memories, the man's quiet, unexplainable suicide. Determined to find a way back, he left the house only to realize someone was following him. Panicked, he stumbled into a tarot reading parlor by mistake. A fortune teller invited him to pick a card. He chose instinctively, but before the reading could begin, the real fortune teller stormed in and threw them both out. Even so, the boy memorized the cards he'd drawn. Later that night, he tried another ritual to return home. Nothing happened, until a sudden, blinding pain tore through his head. When he opened his eyes again, he was standing in a strange, gray mist. Two powerful forces swirled nearby, and soon, a noble girl and a mysterious man emerged from the fog. They both turned to him, their eyes filled with awe. They called him divine. Then, out of nowhere, a palace materialized before them. Sensing an opportunity, the boy smiled. He introduced himself as the Fool. He claimed he was conducting an experiment. Intrigued, the girl and the man pledged loyalty to him, and from that moment on, the boy founded something entirely new: the Tarot Society. But just as things began to settle, the police came knocking. They accused him of crimes he couldn't even remember. Right then, a small boy, caught stealing bread, burst into the room. The chaos gave him the perfect chance to escape. Yet even as he ran, it felt like someone else was pulling the strings. When he finally returned to his room, he wasn't alone. A man with supernatural powers was already waiting for him.